pieśni grajcie, wysławiajcie Jego święte imię. Panu naszemu pieśni grajcie, wysławiajcie Jego święte imię. Alleluja, alleluja.
Dzień dobry.
Dzień dobry. And we are in Łódź, Poland tonight talking to you. We are
The Searles. I'm Doug Searles.
And I'm Elizabeth Searles. In Poland, of course, they call him Searles Douglasa, and I'm Elżbieta. So we're here working with Kościół Ewangelicko-Reformowany,
The Evangelical Reformed Church in Poland.
and it's a minority and marginalized church in an area that is primarily Roman Catholic and which has suffered a great deal of non-ecumenical feeling, I guess we could say, in the past. So part of our role is to try to give good impressions of the Reformed Church and to help them maintain themselves as well as grow and do outreach.
And how do you do that? How do you help them give good impressions of the church?
Well, we've been working with some churches to bring people in the community into the Reformed space. We have done that with music programs. We have done it with teaching ESL language, especially to children that are in the middle school and high school.
It's really hard for Reformed kids here because catechism is taught in the school. So if their parents opt them out, everybody knows they're Reformed and tells them they're going to hell, or, you know. So a lot of our role is to detox the space of the Reformed, because we heard stories of people going home and their parents said, oh, you went to the Reformed church? You went inside that gate? You know, and the grandmother says, oh, they all speak German there, or they all speak, you know, they're not really Poles. And the kids say, no, they are. They speak Polish there and English. So just having the children come, the parents bring the children, we're opening the space so that people can see that there's salt and light and normal people, and it destigmatizes the Reformed in that relationship.
But the feeling there is then that if you're not Catholic, you're not Polish.
Right. To be Polish is to be Catholic. And we have very ecumenical feelings. But here, in some ways, because of the communist period and other reasons, there's still that sense of outsider status. And Poland is very nationalistic, a little bit xenophobic, and so it's a hard road. But part of our job too is to develop outreach. And so one of the exciting new things that we're doing is working to support ecumenical efforts to work with Roma. And if you think of the Samaritans of the Bible, or the Canaanites, that's how people think of Roma in Europe. So trying to help break down racist feelings, but also to make sure that there's access for Roma. It's a human rights issue.
Now Roma, that's what previously had been known as the Gypsies. They're not called that anymore, though.
For the most part, that particular term is not being used anymore. That's true.
It's a stigma because there are many words in every European language, like in Polish, Tsigan is gypsy, and Tsiganich means to steal.
Ah, all right.
So in every,
it carries overtones, and we'd prefer not to use those if possible.
All right. Okay.
But then people confuse Roma with Romania, and that's not a good thing either. So the exciting thing is that the church has begun to think about reaching out to Roma. And this is a critical need in Europe right now, because there are more and more neo-Nazi marches. We're going May 1st to Brno in the Czech Republic, where the Nazis are marching through, the neo-Nazis are marching through the Roma ghetto. And often when those things happen, homes are burned, people have been shot. It's been very, very serious in the past. So the confrontation now between nationalist or neo-Nazi groups and Roma has become life-threatening in many places.
What will your presence there at that event mean?
Well, so one of our concerns is to be aware and to bring that awareness back to our partners here in Poland, and to bring it with us as we come into itineration in America.
Speaking with congregations. And then part of what human rights groups, Amnesty International and others have requested, that as many people as possible come to try to keep peace and to bear witness to what is happening, because it's a control whenever there are outsiders present. So we're hoping that it will be peaceful. In other communities, it's resulted in a 2 or 3 week pogrom, which means that there are armed vigilantes outside the communities. The kids can't go to school. Molotov cocktails, you know, the usual stuff. We're learning Polish songs and working very closely with Bible study, new services, new midweek activities, small group development. And people are feeling as if the church has really come alive, because every church needs a missionary, you know. Your churches at home need somebody from outside to come in too. It's amazing what happens when new people from outside come in. You know, we've been expats, we've been in mission work since 1997. And we find every time we go back, we find a new America, because things change while we're away. Mm-hmm. So part of the good, really good part of our being with churches is learning about your journey as a congregation. So you have a lot to teach us